I think me and DeQuell are friends now.
I think
he watched the whole show last week. He texted us. He called me after the show. He wanted to know the inside joke we were going on, which we're not going to say.
Yeah.
So I have a theory that I've always wanted to present to an NFL player. So DeQuell, I need your opinion on this. Then I'll tell you my top 5 because they're related. I have a theory that all defensive players play defense because they weren't necessarily skilled enough to play offense. Like DBs,
why would he agree with that?
You just killed your friendship with DeQuell.
Your friendship
my
dead
point.
now.
But DeQuell, like, am I wrong?
You're absolutely wrong. Some of the best athletes are defensive backs and linebackers. We can play. Listen, we're just not fast enough to be running backs, but we can take a hit, we can deliver a hit, and we can catch and do all those good things. So that is an absolute rumor, not true. These guys are just as athletic and all that good stuff. So no,
They just
you're
have
absolutely
different
wrong.
skill sets, right? It's different skill sets, not a better or worse.
I wasn't saying they're not athletic.
Yes,
but
you
I just
were.
think every DB wants to be a receiver.
No, you
they
were
just can't
saying that.
catch.
That's what we heard.
Here's
Yeah,
what
you would definitely. You know what? This is going to be personal when I beat you in this shooting.
I thought you were going to say beat.
DeQuell, here's what I heard.
Beat is what?
DeQuell, what I heard was you played defense because you weren't good enough to play offense. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of take
That's
is
what
that?
I heard.
It was a question. It was something I always wanted to ask. Now I have an answer.
It wasn't a question. It was
But
a
what
theory. that you had.
defensive,
What Cleveland really quick.
yeah, right. What defensive player would ever say, "Yeah, you're probably
You're
right"?
right. Yeah, I wanted to be a running back, but I wasn't good enough.
Jay, what college is he going to again?
I know. Did you get a 2-year degree or a 4-year degree?
That was a very easy
Tenders
4 years.
University.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Mikey
Tenders
McNuggets
moment.
is known as Tenders for the next 5 minutes on the show.
All right, so
Young buck.
with this in mind, then this list was the 5 coolest positions in sports.
All right.
All right.
So we're gonna start with number 5.
Come on.
Goalies. Do you guys recognize that picture by any chance on the
that you?
panel? Do you guys recognize
That's
that?
Anthony.
Yeah,
That's
that is
Anthony.
young Anthony.
All right, that's associate producer
Goalie,
Anthony
yeah, all right.
as a goalie.
That's
Is that a
terrible.
cool position?
I was thinking
though?
more hockey goalie, to be honest. They have the
That's
swag.
terrible.
The helmets are all decked out.
No,
He
I
wants
like
soccer goalie,
I like that soccer goalie because that soccer goalie athletic. I mean, if you watch the big boys
Yeah.
play,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
all
no.
you athletic.
At the highest level, they're
I'm trying
sick.
to score. I ain't trying to sit here and
We
block
need,
all
by the
that.
way,
No, you
the list
athletic.
we need next week is list we need next week is top 5 coolest athletes of all time.
Yeah,
Done.
that's a good one.
DeQuell, next
Okay.
Friday, that's the
Yeah,
list.
yeah.
We got that.
Okay, I'm the way I answer the question of coolest, like chicks dig the long ball.
Right.
So I'm gonna I want to say, like, if you're talking coolest, I'm thinking which position gets the most chicks.
Yeah.
Goalie isn't in my
Goalie
top
doesn't get any
50.
chicks. They
Ever.
smell like
Have
they're
you
gross.
seen Henrik Lundqvist's list of girlfriends? Yeah.
Oh, that's a
You
great.
may wanna,
no, listen,
you may
no,
wanna
that
go
is
back.
a
Yeah.
great point.
Dude,
but
every athlete
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
great
yeah.
girls.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
I've never. I don't know that I've heard a lot of
that's
women
not-
say,
that's not
"I'm
true.
going after that goal."
Yeah, that's true.
That's like saying, "I'm going after that center."
Wait a second.
I want that center.
I've seen A-ball minor league baseball players who were never going to the majors get hot chicks.
Because they're Major League Baseball players.
But they're minor league players.
Oh, I thought you said Major.
Yeah.
Well, there's a chance. All right, so
Let's keep going.
Go.
Number 4, quarterbacks. And that is
How's that number
4
one?
because, hold on,
How's
hold
that
on.
number 4?
Because there are some elite, cool quarterbacks. Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, the list goes on and on. But for every one of those, there's a Daniel Jones, and there's an Eli Manning.
And
there's
everybody
some
still
not
knows
cool
who they are.
quarterbacks.
Oh.
Everybody
Right.
in New York knows who Daniel Jones is, even if he's
That
garbage.
should be number 1. I don't agree with this.
See, I'm with D on this.
Quarterback's
DeQuell, we're going to have to take his card here.
Yeah, I know.
We get real close to us taking a card
About
here.
to.
Yeah, we're about to take his
McNuggets,
card.
this is horrible so far.
There's just there are
Yeah.
other positions that have a higher cool
Well,
hit rate.
let's see what you got.
Let's see
All
what
right,
you
number
got.
3, point guards.
Okay, please.
It's the one in basketball you want to be. Allen Iverson, Steph
That's a
Curry. They
good
got
one.
the most swag.
I don't got a
cool
I don't
shoes.
got a problem with that.
I don't.
That might, yeah, I'm good
What's
with point
cooler
guard.
than a
Point guard's
quarterback and a
cool.
point guard?
Say it again,
Right?
DeQuell?
Exactly.
What's cooler than a quarterback and a point guard? I feel like those will be 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
I need
I
to
just
see
feel like
what
there are some quarterbacks that don't have the swag level to make it as cool as the first
No,
three.
he's
on my list.
saying.
Well,
saying
whatever
he's saying
position
what's
you
your
give
next
us,
two.
whatever position you
He
give
said
us is
'cause you already
number
played-
one.
he said you already played your best hand, right? So what else can beat them?
Yeah. What do
I
you
got a football position at number 1. We're getting to that next.
if
I
this
know
was
where
spades,
you're
you ain't got no more trump cards.
Right, you ain't hold nothing.
None.
You're down to 4 hearts.
What's number 2?
Playing clubs.
Number 2, shortstop. It is
Yeah.
the position everyone wants to play
Has to
growing
be.
up.
Yep.
Bull, I'm sure your
Yeah,
best
yeah.
player
I'm
plays
with you on shortstop. I wouldn't put it ahead of point. I think right now I would add quarterbacks 1, point guards 2, shortstop 3. That's
Boom.
what I would
There it
That's
is.
it. That's
There
it.
it is.
Agreed.
Let's
Agreed.
go to number 1 real
Wait,
quick.
before you give number 1, I want to. Oh, you're too late. I was going to ask DeQuell to guess where you were going to go.
Wide receivers are cool.
They have first of all,
I
it's
mean, I
a
give
terrible
them that.
picture, Anthony. Of all the pictures you could have picked, you have Justin Jefferson dropping a ball. Anthony doing me dirty from the inside on that. Let's pull up the full list here, Steve. But there's no not cool receivers. They all have swag. They got the armbands, the extra wrist guard. I don't know. They just ooze swag.
They get
They're
a lot
cool.
of
There
girls.
any non-cool wide? Who's not cool? That's a wide receiver.
Daniel Jones. Oh, cool.
No, wide receiver. He makes a good argument. Wide receivers are pretty cool. He's talking me into it.
Adam Thielen is not really what you call cool.
Come on.
He's not the epitome
You
of
can't name the
cool.
one white guy and make him not cool.
Cooper Kupp is super cool. Like,
Cooper
he's
Kupp is super
he has,
dope.
Yeah.
DeQuell wanted to say something. Go ahead,
McTenders, what's
DeQuell.
your criteria? What's your criteria on this?
Before I answer that, we got a McTenders. He's combined 2 now.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to add that to the list.
Did he say McTenders?
He
He called you
McTenders. We gotta
McTenders?
write that down.
Well, 'cause
Steve.
I said-
You're
Write down
Tenders right now. You're
I
Tenders.
said for the next
You're
5
Tenders.
minutes, you're
The bottom-
tenders because Stevie, the director, is calling you tenders.
I'm good with wide receivers on the list. It shouldn't be one. Let's face it, the coolest player in the NFL right now is Joe Burrow. That's it. He's the
Well, I didn't want to put
coolest
Joe
player.
Burrow on this list in Cleveland. I feel like that would have turned into a very
And he's not the coolest,
tough.
but
Well, don't you think
Yeah.
Joe Burrow's the coolest player in the NFL right now? No.
Is he the coolest player in the NFL? No, I gotta go with a receiver though. I gotta go with my buddy from Buffalo,
Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs.
Diggs. Yeah, Diggs got swag.
Maryland man.
He's got major swag.
Maryland man.
Wait, so real quick, you guys just roasted me for that list, but you asked DeQuell what's the coolest dude in the NFL. He said a receiver. So
That's true, he did.
McTenders back to McNuggets. Point me.
It's not
Yeah,
bad
but
wide
you know
receiver.
what?
Yeah,
Like,
but quarterback. So my theory with the quarterback, you can probably name all 32 quarterbacks. Can you name all, receivers in the league? You just can't do it. Those guys are just come with fame, and everyone wants to be a quarterback and all that good stuff. So I think quarterback definitely, but receiver has more swag.
I
They
think the
definitely have
coolest
more.
athlete of all time was probably Joe Namath. I just
Oh,
thought,
no.
Cooler than Ken Griffey?
yeah.
I'll
I
take
just
Ken
thought
Griffey over anyone.
Joe, because Joe was so
No,
far
wait a
before
second.
Ken
Wait a
Griffey.
second. Wait a second. Ken Griffey. It's either Ken Griffey or Bo Jackson.
Bo was
what?
cool.
I-
Bo was
the
Bo's
coolest player
personality.
of all time.
Bo's personality was
Prime time.
different though.
I'll go say
It's
Dion.
Deion.
I'll go say Dion.
Yeah, Deion's got to be.
Deion's the greatest.
I don't want you to confuse coolness with swag though.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I just thought.
Dion had both.
Just close your eyes. You
Yeah.
can still see this picture.
Yeah.
Joe sitting around in a fur coat and the black
He
shades,
played against plumbers and
predicting
farmers.
that the Jets were going to win the Super Bowl.
This is controversial, but I'm going to say this. Deshaun Watson is cool. You know why Deshaun Watson is cool? Is you saw it the other day, DeQuell. He's handing out rollies. now, as a linebacker, what do you think about the asking price? I felt like that was big time. Would you have gave the 52 up for a rollie?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can take it. You can take it. Give me the Rolex.
Yeah, so if Ray Lewis came to Cleveland and said, I want 52, you're giving it up for the Rolex.
Yeah.
So
You know what? I would have given it up for a Pro Bowl seat. How about that?
How about that? And I'm gonna go to
Lot
this.
less.
I'm gonna go back to your cool athlete, right?
Yeah, who's yours?
Not a coolest athlete here. Jordan is the coolest athlete.
Oh yeah, that's
Jordan has to be cool now.
He ain't paying for
Yeah,
nothing,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Nothing,
All
right? And he'll
Mm-hmm.
walk into the building, and the epitome of cool will come. You should see the people that gravitate towards this man.
know, it's
It's insane.
Wherever he goes.
It's insane.
Steve, our executive producer, has a good one too. Muhammad Ali.
Yeah,
Oh,
Muhammad
no,
Ali.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, before
that's
it's
nice.
time.
That's
I thought
nice.
he had the best personality
Oh,
of
yeah,
any
yeah.
athlete. For sure.
Scariest athlete ever. Albert Bell or Mike Tyson?
Tyson.
Oh,
Tyson in his
Tyson.
prime.
Tyson.
Tyson by far.
Tyson.
I'm glad DeQuell agrees.
I thought Phil Taylor was pretty scary.
Well, let's see what the internet is saying about this stuff.
come on.
Warren Ash says Ken Griffey quit on the Mariners after he had to come back, get in his car, went home during the season. What a bozo! All right, guess we don't got no Ken Griffey
That
Jr.
guy
people.
wait, he called Ken Griffey a bozo?
Yeah, Ken Griffey's a
Now,
bozo.
if
player.
you think Ken Griffey Jr. is a bozo, you're a bozo. Get out of here.
Let's see. Mink coat and fair faucet for Joe Namath. I don't know what that really means.
That's how cool he was.
Yeah, okay.
He wore the mink coat. You can see him in that big fur coat.
Joe
It's a
Namath
very
would be Baker
famous
Mayfield
picture.
now.
Yeah.
Somebody says, can you
Yeah,
imagine?
Coyote on.
Somebody says, can you? No, Mick the dog says, can you imagine having a conversation with Cooper or Chubb? Crickets.
Yeah. True. We got to let DeQuell go because we've kept him past his time.
Yeah.
It's all good, man. I'm here.
Peace up.
DeQuell, we always love your takes. We love having you on. Have a great Memorial Day weekend.
Thanks, DeQuell. See you
Be
next week.
safe, and we'll see you next
Happy
week.
New Year.
Thanks, DeQuell.
The great DeQuell Jackson, who can now scratch.
Oh, yeah.
There he goes.
There he goes.
There he goes.
There he is.
Happy hour somewhere, baby.
Happy holidays,
Happy
baby.
hour somewhere.
Happy holidays, baby.
It's happy hour at the Jackson household right now.
Take care.